Hi, welcome to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news there was for the week May 7th to May 13th, 2010. No movie news this week, so we jump straight into TV talk, where Peter McDermott has updated our Smallville episode guide with his summary of the most recent Season 9 episode, Hostage, while Douglas Trumbull and Julian Finn have written their reviews for this same episode, with the guys at total opposites this week. Julian thought this episode was a total abject fail, while Doug gave it a 5 out of 5 rating. A reminder that Salvation, the final episode of Season 9 of Smallville, is scheduled to air tonight at 8 PM on the CW. In this episode, Zod unleashes his army upon the world, forcing Chloe to call in reinforcements from old friends. Zod tells Lois he is the Blur and asks her to steal the Book of Ra from Clark. Torn between Clark and the Blur, Lois asks Clark to come clean with her about everything, but he refuses. Tess attempts to stop Zod, but he leaves her clinging to life. Clark and Zod battle for control of Earth. Look for our episode summary and reviews in the days following this season finale. EW's Ask Osceola feature gave out a huge spoiler regarding the Season 9 finale of Smallville. Osceola revealed that the Season 9 finale will flash forward, but it will just be a glimpse of the future, not a relocation to it. He also says that when we see what is in store for these characters a few years down the road, it will blow our minds. Smallville fans have funded a professionally filmed tribute commercial for CW leading lady Allison Mack and her TV character Chloe Sullivan, which will air twice during tonight's season finale on the CW's Los Angeles affiliate KTLA. An autographed photo of Tom Welling as Clark Kent is being sold on eBay, with 100% of the final sale price going to a Dog's Life Rescue charity. The auction ends today, May 14th, and at 5 PM Pacific time, so get bidding. ReadingEagle.com grabbed some time with Cassidy Freeman to talk to her about her role as Tess Mercer and whether or not she thinks she'll be back for the show's 10th season. She said, "Everyone is on the chopping block, as it were, and everyone is in danger. I think it's a well-written and well-planned finale." It's a fair way away, but I figured fans might want to jot down on their calendar that Pam Grier, who plays Amanda Waller on Smallville, will be appearing as a special guest at the 2010 Wizard World Atlanta Comic Con across December 3rd to December 5th. The Wizard World Atlanta Comic Con will be located at the Cobb Galleria Center in Atlanta. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing episodes of the 1950s Adventures of Superman TV series. Come by the site now to read his review of The Clown Who Cried, in which a crooked clown impersonates Rollo the Clown to steal charitable donations. In comic book news, HickoryRecord.com grabbed some time with artist Shane Davis at the recent HickoryCon comic book convention and spoke to him about his work on the upcoming graphic novel Superman Earth 1. "It's the most human incarnation of Superman I've ever read," Davis said of Straczynski's story. Superman Earth 1 will be released on November 2nd. There was just one Superman comic book to review this week, and it was Superman War of the Supermen #1, with Neal, Adam, Barry and Ralph all submitting their reviews, with Neal and Adam giving it a 2 out of 5, while Barry and Ralph thought it deserved a 5 out of 5. Superman comics shipping this week from May 12th include Adventure Comics number 11, which is available in an alternate cover, Superman War of the Supermen #2, also available in an alternate cover, and Superboy the Boy of Steel hardcover. In other news, the Entertainment League Celebrity Basketball Playoffs saw not one but two Supermen taking to the court on May 8th. Dean Cain and Brandon Routh participated in the E-League, with the game in Santa Monica ending in a comfortable 79-70 victory for Phoenix over Miami in the finals. Lastly, an item described as the rarest and most historic Superman comic ever published is being sold on eBay. Long before Action Comics #1 was conceived, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster created a character called the Superman and submitted 30 consecutive daily strips to the McClure News Syndicate. It was these strips that DC used to create Action Comics #1 by cutting them up and pasting them as comic panels. When it was decided in 1938 to give Superman his own daily newspaper strip, this publication was used by salesmen to show prospective newspapers the potential success of Superman. It is estimated there are only a handful of these in existence, maybe 5. So how much can you expect to pay for this rare Superman comic? A cool $37,500 US. That's all the Superman news there was for the week May 7th to May 13th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Welcome to Bailey Planet. Okay, so I'm reading The War of the Supermen and The Last Stand of New Krypton, and they've pardoned Lex Luthor, which is kind of weird. I know, we've got to reset the characters every now and again, but they usually put a little bit more thought into the continuity of it instead of just kind of like hitting the reset button. Well, General Lane says you get a pardon. Well, okay, but didn't he kill people? And wasn't he kind of like trying to kill Superman and Batman? You know, there's like a limit to pardons, isn't there? I mean, they pardoned Richard Nixon after a lot of things that he did, but that's kind of like the very, very end of it. That's about all you can do. You can't really attempt to murder people. If Nixon had attempted to murder someone, it wouldn't just be like, yes, we forgive you for Watergate. It's like, why did you kill your wife? What's going on? You're not pardoned. You're going to jail. But Lex Luthor, you know, he does all these terrible things. He attacked the city of Metropolis in a giant crystal structure. There isn't much worse you can get. You know, it's not like someone wasn't sitting there with their iPhone like, oh, look, Lex Luthor in a giant crystalline thing about to fight Superman over something. It's been a couple of years. So, anyway, as much as I'd like to see Luthor as a businessman in the status quo like that, you know, brought back, it's like the Parasite thing. You can't just do it. You have to put a little thought into it. And usually, you know, like the Parasite thing was one of those rare cases where Jeff Johns didn't, so it's kind of disappointing. But for Luthor stories, bing! Yeah, more of those.